Hello Houston, and welcome back. I'm joining you today from a very amazing place here in Houston that I've been wanting to share with you for a while. And the place that I'm taking you today is the Rothko Chapel. Many of you may know this place, but if you don't, I really encourage you to come here. If you're looking for a place of relaxation, of mindfulness, of meditation, of just clearing your mind and allowing yourself to be able to see things maybe clearer. And so it's a great place to practice mindfulness. And at the end of this video, what I hope to kind of express is my experience of going to the Rothko Chapel today. In these unprecedented times and times that just seem really tough for all of us globally and within our nation, I think it's nice to know that there are still places to come that we can find rest and solace. And so let me tell you a little bit about the Rothko Chapel. When I say chapel, what's kind of cool about this space is it is creed or no creed, right? So anybody is welcome here. It's a very ecumenical space and actually came from the inspiration of ecumenical ministries during the 1960s and 70s. It was commissioned by an artist named Rothko, and he was an abstract expressionist. But when you go inside, you might be surprised by what you see. It's nothing flashy, it's nothing too overbearing. It's actually a very quiet and solemn space. And so I think it's really hard to find some of those spaces, especially in the loud bustle of the Houston city. And then also just with our busy lives and everything that we're going through, especially during the time of COVID. So I think it's great to have a place that you can social distance. They do have tickets in order to get in, and they have a limited amount of people that go in at a time. When you walk in, you'll see 4 benches in which you can sit at. And it's just a place for you to be mindful and also just be quiet. If that's all that you need is just a place for quietness, which I know we can all use. Maybe it's just a place to get away from our family after being quarantined for too long as well. Another feature that I would like to point out is statue. So this statue is called the Broken Obelisk, and this statue was also commissioned by the Menil family. And the Menil family, also you might recognize that name because we have gone to the Menil collection in my previous videos. This park and area is part of the Menil collection area as well, and they're both connected. What's interesting about this piece of artwork is that it's actually dedicated to the life of Martin Luther King. And at the time there was controversy over this sculpture. It was supposed to be mounted at the Houston City Hall, and it was commissioned in around 1967, I believe. And at that time, the City Hall said they didn't want the dedication, but they were willing to put in a little bit of money for it. Well, the Menils didn't appreciate that they didn't want it on the City Hall grounds, and so they commissioned it themselves, and they placed it in a no better place. Like, this is a great place for this to be. I think it's a great place to remember the life of Martin Luther King. And so if you're looking for a place to be reflective, if you're looking for a place for meditation, if you're looking for a place of just solitude, I really recommend you coming to Rothko Chapel. I would also encourage you to just walk the grounds here. It's a great quiet space. You can hear the birds chirp. Let me tell you what I did while I went into the Rothko Chapel today. So today all I did was a simple meditation. The meditation was one that I've done before, and really it was incorporating my breath with some simple stretches. And I mean really simple, just as simple as stretching my arm above my head, breathing in, and then releasing with that breath as I drop my arms to my side. I could do this while I was sitting. I also did it while I was standing. And then I also took it to another level where while I was standing, as I collapsed my arms, I also collapsed down into a bow as well. And it was just a very peaceful way of connecting body and breath and mind as well. And I would really encourage you, if you have never tried connecting like that, yoga is a good place to start with that. We've talked about prayer on this channel before, meditation as well, and I want you to encourage you that all of that is welcome in this space. And so I really encourage you to stop by the Rothko Chapel, take some time to relax, to be mindful, and just appreciate the here and now. I also just wanted to mention here that there is also across the path from the Rothko, there's a new welcoming building with people that are very helpful in telling you more about the history of the Rothko Chapel. There's also restrooms available, and this is a new part, and you can see that it's just directly across from the Rothko Chapel. I hope this has been informational, and I hope that you will take some time to come to the Rothko Chapel, and it's been a pleasure to talk to you today. You all have a great day, and I'll see you later.